on, guys? It's the Collector here once again. Long time no see. Super excited to be able to talk to you about Godzilla vs. Kong. I was so excited when this came out. I've been a huge giant monster and Godzilla fan for as long as I can remember. The whole kaiju genre I've loved for as long as I can remember. I was super excited to be able to see this movie. And I will go into a little bit of spoilers later in the video, but I will give you fair warning when that happens. I'm not going to blindside anybody or cheap shot you, I'll let you know when the spoilers happen. So without going into too much detail, what we have here is the Kong scientists that are studying King Kong have him in a remote location so they can study him and see what's going on with him. And there's this theory that there may be more giant monsters, or in the new series they call them Titans. Might be this whole new world where there's more Titans and things that they can discover. And this gets pushed to the front of the line of important tasks because Godzilla is seen attacking this giant AI tech company. I want to say it was off the coast of Florida, I want to say. So they get attacked. Godzilla's starting to sink ships, becoming a typical Godzilla bad guy like he originally was. And it just really seems like he's just going out of his way to attack people. And the daughter of the main scientist from the recent Godzilla movies, unfortunately I forgot his name, but she's convinced that there's something wrong here, that it's not Godzilla's acting funny. He's never been this type of bad guy. He hasn't done this without justifiable cause. So she starts looking into it. There's also an employee who works for the AI company that was attacked, who's sort of acting as a whistleblower because he knows there's all sorts of crazy stuff going on and he wants to expose the company for what they're doing and all the bad stuff that they're doing. So once Godzilla starts going on a rampage and destroying everything, the scientists studying Kong figure out that he would be able to lead them to this new world, dimension, whatever, where there could be other Titans to help combat Godzilla, because he's a Titan himself and he's relatively cooperative. There's this little girl that he has a really close connection with, and she talks to him through sign language. She's mute, she can't speak. So she speaks entirely in sign language throughout the whole movie, and she has this sort of connection with Kong. And it's the rest of the movie is basically them trying to get to this dimension, see if there's other Titans, and confront Godzilla and figure out what's going on with him and why he's acting so crazy. One of the things this movie did really well is they focused more on the giant monsters, which is a problem that Godzilla, King of the Monsters, the most recent Godzilla film, had an issue with, was they focused a lot more on the humans' issues and not the monsters. And they're the selling point of the film, of the series. We want to see them. That's who we came to see. I know you can't have a whole movie just the monsters, that's not going to happen, whatever. But you had Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah in that film, and it wasn't all that great, and it showed. So, this is where the spoilers are going to come in. So, fair warning, if you don't want spoilers, skip to this part in the video where I go over the finishing thoughts. No more spoilers, okay? So, one of the theories that have been thrown around was Mechagodzilla. The theory that I saw a lot was that it was actually Mechagodzilla disguised as Godzilla that was attacking everyone, and that's why he was so out of character, because it was Mechagodzilla. It was something to make him look bad, which is relatively what happened in the first Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, the original Toho film, which is the theory that I went in thinking it was going to be. I had an assumption Mechagodzilla was going to show up. That's what I thought going in, which that's not what it is. What it is the AI company that got attacked is building Mechagodzilla because the guy in charge is saying that Mechagodzilla is a human-created Titan, and he thinks humans should be at the top of the most apex predator, and the Titans have been on top for too long, so he wants something that he created that was man-made to take over and beat Godzilla and beat King Kong, etc., etc. Mechagodzilla starts out as a controlled Titan. He's operated through these neuron links with this other guy who's employed by the AI company. And the mission to go to the Titans world that King Kong is sent on is led mostly by the gentleman who owns the AI company. Unfortunately I can't remember the name of the company, but it was really kind of on the nose. It was all about cybernetics and artificial intelligence and things like that, which is kind of what led me to believe that it was most likely going to be Mechagodzilla. But his daughter is sort of leading that expedition a little bit, and she betrays the Kong team, and there's a power source there that she steals to make Mechagodzilla, at 100% power and sustainability. And eventually, Mechagodzilla loses his ability to be controlled by the employee of the company, and he goes on a rampage and becomes sentient. That's when he starts fighting Godzilla and Kong, and that's when the epic climax happens, which is great. The fight between Godzilla and Mechagodzilla is amazing. Godzilla and Kong end up teaming up because they have to beat Mechagodzilla. So in conclusion, I really enjoyed Godzilla vs Kong. As a fan of the kaiju franchise, I really enjoyed it. I think other people that are fans of the giant monster series are going to really like it. The monsters were well thought out. They looked great. The fighting was great. Cinematography was really well done. The effects, the colors were awesome. Between all the energy blasts you see, and between the effects for seeing, or the renderings of the different Titan dimension, the colors in there were great. I think the monsters got a lot more screen time than in the past movies. I think that was really well done. There's a couple of moments where the human interactions and moments with them was a little stilted, and it was kind of just, kind of dragged on a little bit. But for the most part, I really enjoyed it. When this gets released on March 25th, I'm going to go see it again. I really liked it. This is going to be an I really liked it counting gag. I know it is, because I've repeated it at least 4 times now. Anyway, sorry for rambling. I enjoyed Godzilla vs Kong, and I think you will too. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.